I've been involved in SBH for about 6 years now. I wish I was involved my whole lifetime, but that's when I started.
I always knew I wanted to be involved in SBH since I was a little girl.
So when I was younger, I attended SBH youth seminars with my dad as a child and was always exposed to SBH and what they did.
I've been doing SBH pretty much since I was born.
Since I've been at SBH, I've helped almost 570 families.
My favorite part of volunteering in SBH is that my children get to see what I do. I get to include them in everything.
Volunteering for SBH makes me feel like I'm continuing the chain of chesed from one generation to the next.
On Fridays, me and a group of girls, we just do chesed for Helen's Chesed Heroes.
We deliver stuff to widows and we help out.
I help other people, I make them happy, we give them food for Shabbat.
I've done a lot of events in SBH and I've played many roles at my time here, but one thing that always sticks out and hits me is when we deliver food Monday night to the clients, just that smile on their faces that lights up the whole room.
My most memorable volunteer experience was we had a widow come in. It was my first case. I was very vulnerable because I just lost my father and I didn't want to take on that case. And when I met her, she was lost. And we actually taught her how to be self-sufficient. And to me, you know, it brought in everything because it wasn't so much about the money she needed, it was just more the guidance, the help, the friend, the flowers every week. We became partners with her.
My most memorable volunteer experience is as a junior captain. We worked with clients hand-on, and one of them, you know, we had to arrange a wedding for, and it was unbelievable to see how we were able to get him a suit, a tie, a shirt, get him shoes, and get him to the wedding back and forth. And it was quite unfortunate, you know, a fortunate situation. We saw the father pass away, you know, a month later after his son got married. That was always his dream, to see his son get married.
We were lighting menorah for the seniors, and I went up to visit one of the elderly women that I visit weekly, and she was sitting there watching TV, and there was a menorah just sitting there waiting to be lit, and I offered to light for her, and we lit together, holding hands, and it was one of the most beautiful moments.
11 years ago, I was diagnosed with an autoimmune disorder that left me basically paralyzed, and I was no longer able to walk. This past summer, I was able to train and walk the SBH 5K. As I was crossing the finish line, there was a bunch of volunteers and runners there, and the owner of the rehab turned to me and said, if every person in our clinic had a support system like Sherry does, they'd all be walking too.
My favorite part about volunteering is the friendships I've made. I have relationships with people that I've never thought in my life that I would have, and they're really the closest people to me.
I get to interact with all the high school students, and I made so many of my friends through SBH.
It's like you just joined a whole new family, and it's something you don't want to ever leave.
Till today, SBH has given me a toolbox. It taught me how to look up and not look down. It taught me to count my blessings. It taught me to be thankful for everything I have. And in a sense, it really taught me who I am and showed me what I have inside of me.
I think through volunteering, I grew as a person. You know, I became more of a leader, more responsible. I think I grew up.
Volunteering for SBH makes me feel accomplished.
It makes me feel like I'm making other people happy.
When you see people happy doing for others, it makes you want to do it too.
Volunteering for SBH is my life.
Every morning when I wake up and I see that I get a text from Melissa, from Julie, I'm like, yes, it's my day, it's my turn. I really look forward to those texts.
The amount of work and the amount of programs and the amount of effort that goes into everything that SBH does, every day to me is mind-boggling.
Probably the greatest organization in the world.
It's just the core of our whole community.
SBH does everything.
We need SBH and SBH needs us.
I'm like, you know, look at this. We think we're doing them a favor. Meanwhile, they're doing us the favor.
Somebody that's thinking about becoming a volunteer, I would 100%, recommend, because it's the most gratifying feeling to be able to give.
The way that they help in the different divisions that they have,
makes chesed being a much easier task.
So if anyone is thinking of, like I did, come to SBH and see what's available, but they're having some doubts because where exactly could someone with their interests and experience offer value? And probably there isn't such a place, so why even bother? That's a big mistake. That's a terrible mistake because there are so many different ways of being part of SBH.
There's a catalog of volunteer opportunities. Pick one. There's something that you would definitely be interested in.
You should go for it. You should definitely go for it. There's so much need for so many different things.
I would suggest just give it an hour. Try it one time. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work, but I'm almost positive it will work, and you won't really want to leave.
I am an SBH volunteer.
I am an SBH volunteer.
I
am
an
SBH
volunteer.